Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab.
Welcome to Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab. I'm Grant.
I'm Brad.
I couldn't get you that time either. Before we get into anything, I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Garth Brooks and his song, The Thunder Rolls, whatever it is?
That's probably one of my favorite Garth Brooks songs.
Okay. How many verses?
I'm not a big, what now? Go ahead.
How many verses are in that song?
I mean, off the top of my head, 3, I guess.
3. But do you remember the time where they would only play 2 verses on the radio? And you had to wait for that live concert version to hear all 3 when she actually murders him? Do you remember that, or am I making this up?
This sounds familiar.
I just asked because Abby didn't know about it. And I was like,
Well,
there's a third verse. They didn't play the verse on the radio because it was too violent for kids.
I'm thinking he knows that she knows. And whatnot, the thunder rolls.
Thunder
lightning
rolls.
strikes.
Stuff happens.
Another love, what grows cold
on a
sleepless night.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Storm blows on.
And on out of control. But deep in her heart.
Thunder rolls.
So yeah, that was a dinner conversation. So I was just like, I'm going to bring it up because I feel like you're going to know about Thunder Rolls.
Now I do think that there is a live version where it has a verse, but maybe it just has 2 verses on the actual recording.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is 3 and this is the 4th, but I could have swore that there was 2 and this was the 3rd.
I'd have to really look. I mean, off the top of my head, last time I heard that song was, back in the Frank karaoke guitar room nights.
Did Frank like Garth Brooks?
Somebody did.
It's probably your brother, to be honest.
It probably was. To tell you the truth, I think it was everybody.
Well, yeah, I don't
think it was me or you, but
the person that wanted to bring it up was Jake.
Yeah, that. I remember the dance was a popular one.
That was popular at school dances.
Might have been.
Yeah, you grabbed your favorite girl and you slow danced to the dance. Or yeah, grab your favorite guy.
Speaking, I did want to tell you, Scream Factory has a really good sale. Did you see it?
No, but I can say that I'm very excited because I don't know if you saw that Arrow's releasing an Arrow version of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but no, I did get an email. I didn't actually look at it. It's like a Valentine's Day sale, right?
It's ridiculous. It's like Candyman's $8.99. A whole bunch of stuff is $8.99. So a bunch of stuff is $11.99. Which it's the cheapest I've ever seen stuff.
I forgot to say something at the beginning. Welcome to Grant Brad's Ghastly Gab. I'm Brad, and then I'd be like, "It's time for you to be ours."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to edit that back in.
Yeah. No, you should. It matters.
It's what... All right.
People want to hear what you come up with.
So do you actually want me to put that back at the beginning?
Yeah, keep that shit in.
It'll sound like Madden Football.
Yeah, right.
So
did you watch anything?
Have I watched anything?
No.
Oh, see, we did that at the same time. We've done this how many times? 34 times and still can't get that right?
I went to the flea market last weekend. Mm-hmm. Just Cameron and I.
Is this out by Lake?
No, it was past Caesar's Creek. It was a place called Trader's World I'd never been to. It's huge, and I knew it was huge, and it's kind of in Dayton. It's like a suburb of Dayton.
Okay.
And it was so cool as far as the kitsch factor. Is that the word I'm looking for? Kitsch?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it was super cool as far as that goes, but it sucked as far as everything else goes.
Actually having goods?
Yes. It had a whole bunch of stuff that was up my alley, if you will. Mm-hmm. But, I've really kind of stopped collecting and more just I'm pretty much 99% selling at this point.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any deals to be found. Everybody basically, there was 5 Funko Pop stores. There was
That's how Caesar's Creek is now, man.
No, it's not. Caesar's Creek is so much better than this
Well, I mean,
place.
but there are a lot of Funko Pop stores at Caesar Creek all of a sudden. Well, at least
I've been
I
there.
mean, that was like a couple
I've
years ago, I think.
I've been there 2 times in the past like 3 weeks. So
Mhm.
I guess for me, like I think there's only one now.
Okay.
Um, and it's nothing compared to what these places are at Trader's World. But it's not just that. It's like the video game shops. There's like 15, and
Yeah.
then there's like 10 DVD stores and Blu-ray stores.
And they
And
probably
they're
all
like,
think every Blu-ray is still worth $20.
you know what? I bought one
Mm.
because it was only $3, and I figured I could sell my DVD copy for $1. And it's not even a movie I was really wanting all that bad, but I like it. But anyways, like they're still trying to sell DVDs for $4,
Yeah.
and it's just like, well, that's not even. So we weren't there long. Like I said, the Kish Factor was awesome. Like it was super cool. I love the design of it. It felt like the '80s in their '70s. But as far as the stores go, everything was like eBay prices. Basically, what I think it was that everybody closed their video game shop down because it cost too much, and they moved to Trader's World.
Just okay.
That's what it seemed like to me, anyway.
Now
So,
does Cam like this? Does he like these outings, or is he indifferent?
No, he does, because we were looking for like he likes to look for Pokemon cards and baseball cards, and just some other random stuff like that. He does like it. But plus, we went to afterwards. We went to a pizza shop we'd never been to, and then we went to a baseball card store that we found, and then we went to a Goodwill, and then we actually went to Caesar's Creek because it's literally on the way home.
Yeah.
Which Caesar's Creek was way better, and I actually got stuff I could sell. So,
All right. Fun, eventful time over at the Dixon household.
yes. What about you?
Yeah.
You got your floor done.
Do what?
You got your floor done.
Yeah, I got the floor done. It was 2 straight days because I'm not anymore, but I was working from home, and I'm in the basement, and they're just fucking hammering away.
Did you pay somebody to do it?
Yeah, somebody bought the stuff, got everything, got the floorboards and the molding, and they just had a grand old time. It's like 3 dudes for like 2 days just hammering above my head. But
Right.
but yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, this type of stuff doesn't interest me, so it's whatever keeps Abby happy. So,
Yeah, I do like having that kind of change. Like I like improving the house, but yeah, I probably get off on it more than you do.
Yeah, I'm just very much like, as long as I have a place to sleep and like hang out, like it doesn't matter as long as it works. Like the stuff that frustrates me is like the water in the basement, because that inconveniences me.
Yeah, no, that frustrates me too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I've just been trying to get back to normal, with work wise. So I think that it's happening. I'm starting to calm down a little bit more. Actually went sledding, got out of the house for a little bit for the first time in like 2 months. So that was fun.
I went sledding a few times.
I fucked myself up, man. Like there was this like little bunny hop hill. Like, you go down the hill and somebody packed snow to make this little jump.
Yeah, it's jarring. When
Yeah,
you
and I
land
was
that.
like, that's nothing. And then Maya somehow fucking got me right, like she shot me right down that hill, right at it. And I was like, this is fine. And then I went halfway up it, and I was like, everything's okay. I'm not going to break the sled. And then somehow I landed exactly like it went into my back, and I looked like a seesaw. And all the parents said that it looked really fucking bad from their angle. I actually didn't hurt the next day, but it was just like, well, I'm not going to do that for a while.
Yeah, I went down a few. I've been sledding, I think, like 4 times this year so far, and I went twice last week. I went Sunday, and Monday. Me and Karen went at night on Monday. It was like snowing that night, and the roads were like bad, and so nobody was out there. And it was like nighttime, and we were all by ourselves. It was awesome, but I couldn't really see, and I kept going on that sort of stuff, and it's jarring, man. Especially when you're not expecting it, you're not bracing yourself. And the week before, I had gone to the Trampoline Park, and I'm not good at that anymore either.
I've gotten better, I can say, at the trampoline. I've gotten some wind back. I remember the first time I got on the trampoline, I fucking barely made it. And of course, Maya was probably like 7 at that time, so she was ready to go. And
see, I can go and go and go. That's not my problem. Like I still have the motor. I I just fucked myself
Like
up
if you
when I'm
land
trying
wrong
to
or
like
something?
land on my back,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden like my neck is all like
Oh, I've had a bad night before on one of
I don't
those.
know how to I don't know how to do things anymore. Really,
Yeah.
is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think it's that thing of like when we were kids. Anything. I mean, like we were
You're
sitting there
you're smaller and
jumping
you're
bikes and fucking jumping off stuff and climbing trees and run. I sat out on trampolines all day in the summer, and then now it's just like after about 15 minutes, you're just like I'm good, and I can't even go down a hill. Like that's another thing is I fucking messed up the steering on the sled. Went into like what I thought were a bunch of trees, and so
Mhm.
I kind of laid there for a second, and before I got up, and then I realized that it was all thorns. And I slowly, in front of everybody, had to like slowly roll out of this thing without getting thorns in me. It fucking hurt, man.
Where'd you guys go?
To Darby, like how Darby has like 3 entrances.
Yeah, I think I know which one
Yeah,
you went
it's
to.
probably the one most south. It has that big field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
like we
I know
usually
which one.
play frisbee there, but yeah, there's fucking no one there. And then people started showing up at the end, but like we were scared that there'd be tons of people there, and it was actually really nice.
Oh.
But yeah, I haven't watched any movies. I'll correct myself.
Okay.
But
I have.
while working, I had some stuff on in the background. Well, we did watch. Abby has only seen one season of American Horror Story, so I decided to rewatch the only season that I never finished because about 4 or 5 years ago, I wasn't too much into politics, and I don't know if you watched the cult season of American Horror Story, but it's all about politics. And so I turned it off. And so I was like, why don't we try and watch it, kind of with everything going on right now. And so I watched that season of American Horror Story, which is fucking mind-boggling that what they were writing in 2017 and what happened in 2021. But and then so yeah, in the background at work, I had a documentary about Chris Farley, the A&E documentary about Chris Farley, which I didn't even realize how much he actually did have to do with my life, probably in like middle school. Like he was in a lot of stuff that like I watched and enjoyed.
But he played very small parts in most of it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can give me Tommy Boy all the time. I'll still find it funny.
Yeah, Tommy Boy and Black Sheep, but beyond that, is there really anything else that he played a big part in?
No, but I mean, he was
Besides,
always
like,
around.
The movie with Chandler, that wasn't any good.
Oh, Almost Heroes? See,
Yeah,
I never watched Almost Heroes. I never watched Beverly Hills Ninja. He's in Airheads.
Again, it's a really small role, though.
But I mean, there's some stuff from Saturday Night Live I think that we're all going to know and remember.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like Chris Farley. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to...
You're trying to hate Chris Farley. That's what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to hate on Chris Farley. I'm a big Black Sheep and Tommy Boy fan, I guess. But it's just... For all the praise that he gets, it's crazy how much he wasn't in, if you think about it.
Yeah, especially compared to the other guys.
Because like you just said, as far as a full feature, like where he was a star, I'm sure he did more than just those 4 movies, but 2 of them sucked.
Yeah. I actually found a tape. At one point, I taped Almost Heroes. I
tried to watch it once, and it was tough.
Yeah.
And then Beverly Hills Ninja, I think I started it and
it had Liu Kang or whatever from Mortal Kombat.
Did it? Okay. But you never know. The first time I saw Zoolander, I hated it.
Really? I think I liked it, but I think I like it more now.
Yeah, and then as I watched it again, and knowing what I was getting myself into, and not that I don't know what I thought I was getting myself into the first time. Don't ask me that. But I loved it. You know what I mean? And then I think you have to watch it sometimes with the right. Maybe he's not the right person for Zoolander, or maybe it just wasn't the right day.
It's almost like the Cable Guy situation. I think the first time I watched Cable Guy, I was confused.
Yeah,
because it wasn't Ace Ventura, but now it's like I consider that one of his best movies.
Exactly. But even the last 10 minutes are just okay. Just saying.
And then the other thing I watched was the Hulu documentary about the Dana Carvey show.
Oh, okay.
And see, I could have swore, doesn't Dana Carvey have a sitcom or had a sitcom?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
See, that's what I
I
thought
remember
this.
the Dana Carvey show, though. I remember him playing drums and shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought this was. And then I watched it and I asked Abby and I was like, "Do you remember the Dana Carvey show?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was like a sketch show." I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't remember that at all."
Everybody had one. Ben Stiller had one.
But I mean, it was only like 7 episodes, and like I couldn't believe it. It's like it's Dana Carvey with Steve Colbert, Steve Carell, and then it was written by Louis C.K. and like Robert Smigel. And they got canceled
it was
after 7
years
episodes.
ago, though.
Oh yeah, but it's
And
just
it was primetime network TV.
it was after
I
Home
believe.
Improvement.
Okay.
Tuesdays at 9:30.
Okay.
But yeah, they made.
I remember it because we probably watched Home Improvement. I literally remember watching it and being like, "Oh, it's Garth."
Yeah.
Again, another person that really, like, when you look at what he's done, I love Garth, but
Well, yeah,
and I'm
Dana
sure
Carvey didn't do as much. I don't feel.
yeah, exactly.
He
Not
did
that
Master.
what have I ever done? But I'm just saying.
He did Master of Disguise. You're welcome.
Yeah, and everybody knows just I might not turtle enough for the Turtle Club just from the previews, and that's it.
But other than that, that's all I've really got to. I have not been able to. I'm going to try to sit down here soon and actually watch some movies because I still haven't watched that goddamn Zoo movie on Shudder.
All right, I have my list. And it's not nearly as big this time.
Okay.
I watched Beverly Hills Cop 3, and there's no boobs in that with Cameron. And so
Were you
that
on
was
pins
good.
and needles the whole time of just like, are they coming? Are they coming? Are they coming?
No, I knew that there wasn't any in that one.
Yeah.
This one, I decided to go ahead and see if Cameron wanted to. I was like, I brought a stack of movies up, and then I didn't even give him a choice. Like I gave to him, and I was like, no, we're gonna watch this. And it was Ocean's 11. For some reason, I brought it up with me, and I was just like, I want to watch this. Like I haven't watched it in years. Like as a full movie, it's good. Still holds up.
Yeah.
I watched Subspecies, which is a full moon feature.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
And I did not care for it, and I would not recommend it.
Okay.
I watched Critters 2.
There you go. That's a good one.
Good stuff.
Yeah. They turn into the big critter ball.
They do turn into the big critter ball after they blow up the was it the church or the general store or something like that.
I think it's a church. Or they go
yeah,
after the church in the
too.
big ball? I don't know.
I was also listing stuff from my excursion to the flea markets. So this was just on Saturday. I watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Okay.
And I haven't watched this in years. And to tell you the truth, if I'm being honest, I think I bought that movie on DVD probably 15 years ago, and I've never watched it. I saw it when I was a kid. I remember me and Jake renting it several times.
Yeah.
I lived in Michigan at this point, so I was 2nd, 3rd grade. I have to say it was okay at best for me.
Really?
I guess I don't have the grand memories of it. I remember the phone booth. I remember George Carlin, of course. And I remember like the guitar, like whenever they're like kind of celebrating, they do the like little guitar thing.
Yeah.
And it was okay. I didn't dislike it.
I can tell you something though that might blow your mind. I love those movies, but I actually enjoy Bogus Journey more. If that helps you out at all.
You know what? I'm gonna watch Bogus Journey next because I think that's the one I saw more too.
Yeah. My dad took me to the theater in Hilliard to see it, from what I remember.
Because I remember Death a lot, and I know that's Bogus Journey.
Yeah.
Like I remember them, but like I didn't remember like who they went and saw or who they went and captured. You know what I mean? Like I knew that they went back in time. I didn't remember it was to pass history class so that Ted didn't have to go.
Oh, it's a ridiculous idea.
It's absolutely it's dude, where's my car?
Yeah.
Kind of ish, you know. And then I started but have not finished Cat's Eye.
Oh, the Stephen King one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that movie.
I love it so far.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about anthology movies are? You can make a movie about something absolutely ridiculous like quitting smoking.
Yeah.
Like that's the first story, and I've started the second one, but you can make a movie. You could never make a full movie about that. That would be stupid. No. But it was a truly entertaining story. and because you were like wondering like how is this going to end up, where is this going to like leave off, and it ends like a Tales from the Crypt or Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it's super fun and it's awesome.
Well, I think the other thing I really like too is the fact that like, which we learned on Tales from Halloween is or Tales of Halloween, I already forget what the movie's called. Tales of Halloween.
Tales up, yeah.
Is that even if like, so you have a bunch of short, now that one has more than the usual, but if you think of a normal anthology movie, even if you don't like one of them, you're not going to turn it off because you know it's going to end here in the next like 10 or 15 minutes, so you can just hold on and keep going.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. I never thought about that of like if that cigarette story, because is that the one with Ed Harris?
God, was Ed Harris in that?
Or am I thinking of another one? I might be thinking of a whole other movie. No, Ed Harris is in Creepshow.
Okay.
He's in the one with like Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen. But yeah, Cat's Eye is a good one.
Yeah, I don't remember this if I've ever seen it, so I'm enjoying it so far.
Okay.
Have you had the Doritos 3D?
Because I have not. No.
Okay. So are
they the same?
They are, but I will say that there's two kinds: chili cheese nacho and like hot ranch or something like that.
Oh, they're not even the regular like the nacho cheese ones.
They are not, and it's okay.
How am I supposed to dip it in the cheese? That's what I want. I want to dip it in the cheese.
So you can still get the cheese, but you have to get the chili cheese Doritos at that point, and it's just okay. But I will say that the Cool Ranch, hot Cool Ranch or whatever, is really good.
Okay. The one thing I can tell you is I'm not going to try one of those watermelon Mountain Dews.
I had one in my cart because we've been going to grocery stores for some reason. Went to Jungle Jim's 2 weekends ago because it's like, what the hell else are we gonna do? And we went to like some real like cool diner, like that was like old school diner. Like basically, I just try to live in the 80s, I guess. So we went there, and then we went and did some other stuff. Went to the flea market that day, and went to Jungle Jim's, and I had it in the cart, and then I was like, I'm not going to drink this. And Cameron's going to take a drink of it and be like, I'm cool too. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like.
I'm not a watermelon candy fan.
I don't mind watermelon candy. But
isn't that what it is? Isn't it watermelon?
It is watermelon.
Yeah. Can't do it. Or I can't do it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. That's why I edit stuff back to the beginning, because that's what people come for, Brad.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I watched a little bit of it. We just watch it for the commercials. I have no idea what the fuck's actually going on, other than we all know Tom Brady, I guess.
Okay. Right on.
And there really wasn't any commercials.
I don't watch it for the commercials. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Like I did stuff during the commercials, like cleaned up. Well,
I feel like that. Then you and I are the exact opposite, because we would actually get up and like finish playing our board game when the game came back on.
You can barely call yourself a man.
No, the gotcha on that is I don't know how much I go around calling myself a man anyway. So.
Well, fair enough.
All right, so the one thing before we get into this, I didn't even like. I'm guessing that we synced up, because I don't think that any of us would think the other way. But which My Bloody Valentine did you watch?
Original.
Okay, I did as well. But
that's good, because I wouldn't have watched the remake.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. I was just like, we never really said which one, but I thought it was just kind of assumed. But like I was sitting there watching it last night and just like, what if I fucked up? Like I guess we could compare the movies. I don't know.
You know what I would like to watch for next year is Valentine with Denise Richards. Does that have Denise Richards in it?
It's good. I have it. Yeah.
So I remember watching that a long time ago in my old room at my parents' house, where I had the TV. So I was probably in like 11th grade, and it had like the Cupid mask, right? Or the cherub mask?
It's a cherub mask. That's the killer.
Okay, so I remember liking it.
It's kind of when that whole slasher thing came back, like the urban legend.
Yeah.
Like it started getting cool again, and so yeah, it's just a holiday themed slasher. I mean, it's nothing like groundbreaking.
But I'm a whore for a holiday theme.
Yeah, you
know
don't
that.
Mind it. Plus, at that point, at our age as kids, and you have Denise Richards in a movie. I mean, What else do you need?
Yeah, she was good looking.
Yeah, which I'm looking at my first note. Okay, so what we did is we watched My Bloody Valentine, 1980s My Bloody Valentine,
Yes.
Canadian horror at its best. And I have to say something before we get started. I realized because I watched half of it with Abby, and right away, I wrote down minor, and I wrote down the line hot minor, and I realized that we are going to have to at least say coal miner. You can't just say minor.
Wait a minute. Why can't you just say minor?
Because it's a person who's under 18, and I'm not going to call that person hot something.
Oh,
And
okay.
Then it just kind of became
because
a joke.
she was a hot minor.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you went.
Do you hear it out loud now?
I do.
So I just want to get that. If we slip up and accidentally just say minor, we're talking about goddamn coal miners, okay?
Right.
So that is a pretty funny thing, because who sat there and went like, "Hey man, like, what do you think goes with Valentine's Day? Like, what's the first thing that pops in your head?" They're like,
well, obviously coal
miners. And they're like, "You sure it's not like a cherub or like a dude with like a diaper with a bow and arrow?" Like, nope.
Denise Richards? Who's Denise Richards, eh?
I think I cut you off. What were we going to say?
So the first time I ever saw this movie was probably like 6 or 7 years ago on a guys' night, what we used to call guys' night.
Was that the first night as well? Because that was the first night for me, or first time for me.
Yeah, that was the first time, and this was actually the second time, if I'm being honest. So, the first time I remember, it was probably one of the more fun guys' nights we ever had, because we had such a good time watching this movie.
Yeah, what was it about this? So what guys' night is that we'd go to Frank's, and sometimes it was Mike, sometimes it wasn't, sometimes it was Matt, sometimes it wasn't, and we would kind of drink, like we'd watch the movie first, right?
Yeah, we watched the movie first, and we would probably have 4 or 5 beers during the movie.
Yeah,
just during the movie.
Yeah, just to get a little bit, loose, because after that we would play some poker
until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
5 a.m. I mean, stuff that I couldn't hang with now.
Oh no. And so and I do remember that. We watched a lot. I think we had fun with like Santa versus the Martians and stuff, but like I do remember this guys' night over a lot of them, other than when the nights that I got shit on because I picked bad movies.
Yeah, this was an official one that was like, I always planned it, and so with that always came a holiday theme, because I'm a whore for a holiday theme, like I just said. So like, I don't remember what was January that year, because I know November was Thanksgiving.
How did it get to the point where like I would pick it sometimes? Was it just like
that was later on, where it was like me, you, and Frank. It wasn't an official guys' night.
Oh,
okay. It kind of fallen apart.
Yeah, because I remember I kept having strikes, and I got the 2 strikes, and then I was scared to pick any more movies.
Because I remember Trick or Treat was October, and then I think Trick or Treat, we had such a good time, and it was like, well, let's do this again, and we'll watch Thanksgiving, and we did, and it was super fun. And then for Christmas, it was Santa Conquers the Martians.
Conquers the Martians, not versus. My bad.
Or it was Silent Night, Bloody Night. I can't remember. I know we did. I think we did one year and one the next year.
I don't know what we did in January then.
Me neither. And I know February was
My Bloody Valentine,
and March was the Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston.
And then we did this one the next year, but we made Mike bring over the 3D version of it.
Yes,
that ended up not working, right?
I had to go pick it up on like an icy Friday night
from him.
Yes, he put it in his mailbox for me.
Was it because he didn't know if he could be there or not?
Yeah, something like that. And I think I was coming from this house at that point. And I had to it was the first time in this house, and I had to like drive over there in the ice and snow to get it. It's awful. But anyways, but I don't remember what January was. Maybe it was Troll 2 or something. I don't know. Just something for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine.
So this is a slasher movie, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, I as we get into it, I will talk about the problem I do have with this. Even though this is like my favorite thing to watch, I do have a problem with this one as we get towards the end. But
it's funny that you say that, because I'll tell you that this might be my favorite slasher movie.
Of any slasher movie.
Don't count
Well,
Freddy
and
and Jay.
Halloween.
Don't
Yep.
count
Okay.
those ones.
But
Don't
maybe
don't count those big ones.
the more
But like
ridiculous ones.
of just like your standalone slasher movies that aren't a franchise the size of I wouldn't. Is Texas Chainsaw Massacre a slasher movie?
I see, and I think we talked about this before.
Like I don't know if it is.
I don't know if it is either. No, I would almost say no.
But I mean, as far as like Jason and Michael and Freddy, they're like supernatural still.
Yeah.
These other ones that I'm thinking of, like a slasher movie, it's usually somebody crazy going nuts or going off the deep end. It's not a supernatural being usually.
Yeah.
Usually. But yeah, this and Sleepaway Camp are probably, and I really truly like this movie.
Mm-hmm. No, I do too. Even and like I'm with you. This is the second time I've seen it.
Yeah, and I really really enjoyed watching it. I thought it was super fun. I love all the Valentine's Day kitsch. Again, I'll use that word. I'm probably using it wrong.
I hope you are, but just keep saying it.
Yeah, I'll just keep saying it. It's fine. What did we keep saying over at Frank's that night? Remember, we kept saying something.
Were we just making fun of them for being Canadian?
Yes, for sure. It was definitely.
I don't remember what we were saying.
Can you dial Frank into this? It's time for the old Ghastly Gab call-in.
Frank.
Let's go, Frank. That's Ghastly Gab.
How's it going?
We have a question for you.
Okay.
We watched My Bloody Valentine this week, and we're about to talk about it. Do you remember when we watched My Bloody Valentine?
A little bit.
What was the joke that we kept making? We said it 150 times that night.
And I think it's something to do with
It was something
being
about
Canadian. Yeah.
Canadians?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember.
It was something like, I don't mind, eh?
Oh, is that? Yeah.
It's something like that, right?
I thought it was, well, I don't mind. Sorry, I don't mind.
What the hell was it?
Would have anything with Bob and Doug McKenzie? Yeah.
It was like that. I mean, basically, that's what we were doing, was making fun of Strange Brew. But God, you don't remember either?
No, sorry.
I feel like that's what it was, though. Like when he got killed, and it was like, "Sorry, I killed you," and he was like, "Oh, I don't mind, eh?"
It's fine. It's something. Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind. Like I cannot remember what it was though. I don't think.
Sorry that.
Yeah, it was. It might have been something like a boot. Yeah. God, I can't remember though. Okay, we were hoping you remember.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well, thanks for being on Grant Brad's Ghastly Gab.
All right.
Yes.
Later. See
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Now back to the show, everybody. Damn.
I thought he might remember. I don't remember either. I can't believe I can't.
I think
I
it
have
was.
no idea.
I think it's what you said. I think it's the. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's something like that. But oh my God, we laughed about it for 100 years. But anyway, let's get to My Bloody Valentine.
Why don't you kick us off, Brad?
I put my first line is, this movie is so fucking Canadian, even all the names at the beginning, because everybody was like Jean-Luc Pierre.
Well, my thing is that were there a bunch of famous Canadians in there that we didn't know? Because if you noticed, everybody had like Brad Dixon as.
Oh, right.
Like it
also
just
starring.
Yeah, and it just like everybody had their own little thing, and I was like, I don't know who any of these fucking people are.
Yeah, I didn't know who anybody was, but I like that. Sometimes when you're watching like Cabin in the Woods and Thor's in it, it's distracting at times.
I don't know why that made me laugh. It's the way you said Thor. Was you watching WandaVision?
No.
Oh, the last.
I want to. I haven't yet.
The last episode. I'm not even going to tell you. Like, stay away from the internet and just watch it. They're doing something that I called they're going to do it in Doctor Strange, and they're jumping the gun, and I fucking love every minute of it. So
okay, I haven't even watched The Mandalorian yet.
Oh, Mandalorian's good. We like that over here. All right, so there's two coal miners walking through a coal mine. And I think I said mind. And
Are you saying mind or mine?
I think I just corrected myself. I think I said mind, but now I'm saying mine.
Okay.
We'll start over because that's what everybody wants.
I don't mind.
So you see the guy, like there's two coal miners walking through a mine, and you see a guy, and he has the whole get up, the gas mask and everything, and the light on that. And it is pretty fucking scary looking. If you saw a dude in real life walking around, I'd be scared.
Yeah. If you, especially in today's environment,
Yeah.
if all of a sudden like you were walking down the street and that dude came out of like the alley, you'd immediately go on Google like, did I fucking miss something?
Actually, yeah, I mean, it'd be one of those things where you wouldn't be surprised, but also you'd be wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, totally.
So then we see, they pull off the two coal miners, they stop and they pull off the coal miner's outfit. It's a hot coal miner.
It is a hot coal miner.
Yeah.
Super hot coal miner.
Super hot coal, 80s Canadian hot coal miner.
Yeah.
And they're getting weird.
I'm trying to think of how to say that, but
it's too many words to describe a woman.
You
never see the dude, but like you see a brawl shot. There's no nudity in this movie, so it's okay for Cameron. And you get a little boob shot. On the boob, there's a heart tattoo.
There is.
And
she's like stroking and petting his gas mask.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like she's getting off on it. Like it does seem like being a coal miner is like pretty much what you do in this town.
Yeah, that's what you do. You grow up and you work at the mine.
Yeah. And so I guess she's like always wanted to be with a miner, or maybe it's like her dad was a miner, and it's that whole Freudian, not Oedipus complex. I forget what the dad version of that's called, but whatever.
I mean, you're the one that went to a real college. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know either anymore.
So then the fucking dude with the gas mask, he sees the heart tattoo on her breast, and he gets upset. And
he's like, I don't mind.
Yeah, he's like, that tattoo. I mean, I'm pretty progressive. So
see you
like,
tomorrow.
Yeah, women's can have the tattoos on their boob, but not the heart one. That's not for me. I don't know why he turned into Carlito. Kind of. Yeah. You know what that tattoo is? Not cool.
That's cool.
Man, I was so bummed when you didn't answer back my text about the Rumble being cool.
I didn't see it for too long. My text don't through.
Oh, are you still having the problem?
I don't know if it's like if I'm on the phone, if I'm like doing something, like if I'm on like an app or something.
Mine got fixed. Mine was doing it, but it's fixed now. But yeah, so he fucking sticks her and kills her. But I don't know why. He just saw the heart tattoo and was like, I'm done with this.
Right.
So
then it's February 12th. You find out it's Thursday, February 12th.
Which I love a movie with a date in it. Give me a date at the bottom, even though it doesn't make any sense.
I do not, especially for a holiday.
Yeah.
You need to know that. Because Halloween, any of the Halloweens, you need to know what day am I working with here? How long do I have? Mm-hmm. Same with a Christmas horror movie.
It's going to build tension. Do you think Halloween 3 would be
exactly
as good if you didn't know what day it was?
Yeah, and it goes through days like the Dickens in that movie.
Yeah, those days don't make so much sense, but I mean they do.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, how long were Chalice and her at the fucking hotel? I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I don't know how.
I don't remember her name right now.
He's spending too much money on alcohol. Do you just want to do another one about Halloween 3 instead of Valentine's?
Chalice is drunk as hell.
So I think that they all, the main group of workers left the apprentices at the bottom. Or were the apprentices what we just saw happen with Hot Coal Miner and the other guy?
I don't know. My next line is it's Thursday, February 12th, and it shows a minecart filled with workers. Mm-hmm. And they're all like giving each other kind of a hard time, just like you would think. Yeah. And then there's an odd showering scene.
I put they're playing grab ass in the shower. And then I put
there's a locker room.
This may be the first and only all male shower scene I've seen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often.
Point. No, you're right.
Other than like if you're in prison, but like you're going to see.
But it wasn't sexy.
No, like you're going to
even for women, I don't think that they'd be like, "Oh, I really like this scene."
I really like this scene. Yeah, usually, you see the women for some reason, all women all shower together all the time. Right. You don't see the men do it unless they're in prison, and so we're going to give it to Canada for this one. They went the other way with it.
They did. And during the shower scene, we find out Sarah is now going out with Axel.
Yeah. Oh, man. Sarah's going with Axel.
And since this one guy came back, that's all I have right now. He may not be too pleased about it.
No, and I got his name as TJ. Is that right?
I called him Tej.
Okay, at one point I wrote AJ. So
no, it is TJ.
Okay,
Tej.
so Tej is not happy, but Tej is back.
Yeah, and so
don't
the
know where
next
he
scene,
went.
the next scene after the odd shower scene, like you said, 1 in a million, they're racing to the bar, just like you would think the boys will be boys type boys do, and we find out the town is called what? Do you have this?
Valentine's Bluffs.
How fucking all-star rock and roll is that for a Valentine's themed movie? How lucky are they?
It's like this movie was made to happen.
Yeah, it's a coincidence. And I did love. I absolutely love that they had the badass neon heart sign for like the welcome to the Valentine Bluffs.
Yep. I
Super
liked
cool.
all that.
And I'm a sucker for a neon sign anyway, because it's an old school, like 70s, 80s, even like 50s. 50s is when I choose to grow up if it wasn't when I did grow up.
Yeah.
And I'm a whore for a neon sign. So I was like, how fucking cool is that? Like immediately, because I barely remember this movie. Like I said, we drank 5 beers and talked during the whole thing.
Just made fun of it most of the time.
Like I liked this movie more, and I just kept liking it more and more and more and more and more. The end again, we'll go there later.
We'll get there. So we see all the guys racing out of the coal mine. They put their hard day's work in, and they're getting to the town hall, I'm going to call it. The dance hall?
So this is kind of a little bit like confusing, right? It's because it seems like, like some sort of a town hall or like convention center for the town.
Yeah, it's not a big town.
No, not at all. But yeah, like it could be a town hall. Let's call it a town hall.
Okay. They get to the town hall. All the ladies around town are setting up for the big Valentine's dance.
Including Mabel.
What is Mabel?
She's the lady from... She looks like the lady from Kingpin.
Okay. Because at first I thought she was the mayor. And I don't think she is.
She is not the mayor. I think the mayor is the guy that smokes cigars the whole time.
Okay. Well, I refer to her as Lady Mayor the rest of the time because I don't know who she is.
So I'm pretty sure, she owns the laundromat, for one thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I think she's just a super helpful citizen.
She's just always around. She's like,
she's Canadian.
She's like, Valentine's Bluffs is here, and it's been here since I was born. It's part Mabel.
Valentine's will Valentine dance once more.
It ain't been danced in 20 years, so we will Valentine harder than 20 years than we ever have, Mabel.
Before I die, I want to dance.
I have never danced. Mabel.
All right.
So we find out that it's they're setting up for the first Valentine's dance in 20 years.
Yes.
But watch out.
And we also see the jealousy for the first time. You see the smoldering eyes from Tej.
Well, first, we have a practical joker in our midst. Playing jokes.
Oh no, I had that before that.
Oh, you do? About Tej?
Yeah, we see the jealousy first time, and I put Mabel's decorating for the town. It's off the hook, and it's the first Valentine's dance in 20 years. She is quite a decorator.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see the inside of her house. I bet you it's beautiful.
Well, spoiler, you won't.
We'll never get that.
Never gonna get. Nope, not gonna see inside. You're gonna see inside the laundromat. A lot of inside the laundromat, if you know what I mean. But you don't, because you haven't watched this movie yet. That's why you're listening to this.
Right.
So we see that Somebody left a gift, like a heart-shaped Valentine gift for the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad. It's Valentine's Day, Brad. It's just chocolate candy. Everybody loves candy on Valentine's Day.
Wait a minute. Okay, the little prank. Hold on.
Okay, we're going back to the prank.
I have the little prank. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the one where where Mabel and the mayor are walking down the street, and then they go to come in, and one of the guys has like
blood or paint all over his head.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. That's what I had originally. Is you always got the practical joker.
Okay. Yes, and then I put that. I believe the guy that owns the mine is TJ's dad.
It's TJ's dad because everybody's like, "Why the fuck did you bring him back?" And he's like,
yeah,
"TJ's gonna work at the fucking mine."
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck y'all." He's like, I hate everybody. and then the mayor's like, or whoever the fuck he is, he's like, TJ went to the West Coast and he couldn't make it.
That's why we call him couldn't make it TJ.
And then I put his dad appears to be mayor or something, and I put mayor. And I'm not still convinced that he's the mayor, but I think he's the mayor. But
no,
I
thought his dad his dad just ran the coal mine.
And that could be it, but he might be the mayor too.
Well, as we find out, there's only one fucking cop in this town that never goes home, so I don't know.
Yes.
So then we get to the Valentine gift for the mayor.
Yes.
And he's just like, "Oh, this is so nice. Like, I love chocolate. I love people like loving me. I love Valentine's Day. That's why I moved to Valentine's Bluff."
Right. And what better gift for Valentine's Day
than a heart-shaped box
of chocolates?
Yeah, this is going to be good chocolate.
It makes me think of Charlie Brown Valentine, which is a great one.
Do they give each other the hearts?
That's what. Well, Linus gets Miss Althmar, his teacher, a one filled with chocolates. But then, I think I explained this last year on the podcast, possibly. But she leaves before he ever could give it to her. But it's weird because class is still going on. He's like, "Where's Miss Althmar?" And one of the other kids was like, "Well, she left with her boyfriend." But all the class is still going on, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. So he gets pissed and throws all the chocolates in the creek. And Charlie Brown's pissed because he didn't get any Valentines. It's a great episode. Yeah. It shows the failure of Valentine's Day, which is hilarious for a child's show. Nothing ends well.
Oh, okay. Let's say I always liked Valentine's Day as a kid.
I loved it. I agree with you. Anyway, and obviously the Valentine's Bluffs does too. I mean,
yeah.
To an extent.
But Brad, it was not chocolates.
It was not.
This shit, they open up this movie and it's so happy. They're playing grab ass in the shower and they're decorating and everybody's excited and they're fucking gonna dance.
Wait, TJ, remember he failed on the West Coast.
Old failing TJ. But then all of a sudden this movie went from doves and fucking nice music and water,
heart-shaped chocolate boxes
to
and Cupid.
To metal, just because there's a fucking human heart in this heart-shaped box.
Yeah, they didn't. Come on, if you're gonna put a heart, don't put it in a heart-shaped box.
But it's Valentine's Day Bluff. What else are you gonna put it in?
Put some teeth and a tongue in the heart-shaped box, and then just send a Xbox and put a heart in that.
All right.
I don't know that it matters.
So yeah, the mayor has a fucking heart, like a human heart with blood everywhere. And this fucking mayor I've learned throughout this movie as we get farther and farther, he'll pick up any box. There's so much blood on every box, and he's surprised. He'll pick it up and look at it, and then he'll be like,
yeah, he's like,
just
oh, another one. For sure, this one will have chocolates.
Yeah, and so when he picks it up and he sees the human heart, he fucking does this weird pass out thing where he looks up and he's like, oh! And then it just kind of cuts to the bar. They're all at the bar.
There's a poem.
Oh, he does have the poem, yeah.
No,
it's the bartender, right? Is that something?
No, I think that he reads it.
Is there a poem in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the poem?
Yeah, it's a poem.
Uh-huh.
A human heart.
Yeah.
in the chocolate box.
Yeah, but you have the poem. Did you write down the poem?
You know what? To be honest with you, I think the poem was on top of the chocolate box. So I think that he read it.
Did he read it
to
first?
his shock. As he finished it, he was like, fuck, this might not be good, Chuck.
This is not chocolate. I'm not going to get the weird coconut one that everybody hates.
This poem, while short, has driven me from happiness to somber tones real fucking quick, Chuck.
Who's Chuck?
I don't know. When somebody else was driving. He wasn't driving. Maybe Bear was driving.
How can that be?
So the poem says, from the heart comes a warning filled with mighty good cheer. Remember what happened as the 14th draws near.
What day's the 14th, Brad?
Valentine's Day.
So can he pass out now?
Yeah.
He fucking finally passes out.
What am I thinking of that makes it sound like the breathing sound? Oh, is it John Coffey that I'm thinking of? Like, what is that breathing sound from?
Well, not like he just, like the moan? Like, I don't even know if he made that sound. He just kind of did this weird, like, look up and he made a noise.
Yeah.
But then the next thing I have is that it's a human heart, or no, shit. They're all drinking at the bar, and the bartender's trying to spit knowledge about the town curse.
All right.
Is that right?
So yeah, though you're right, and I think my first attempt at trying to speak into my iPad.
Oh, okay.
So
can you set the mood? Can you like wipe down the bar in front of you?
Oh my god, it's so long. Okay. It's so long. This is gonna be bad. It might not be bad.
All right, just put yourself in the bar in the 80s. Everybody's smoking, everybody's drinking.
And everybody was smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly that. And I put back at the bar with all the knuckleheads from the mine at a bar called The Cage. And they're doing the knife hand thing like in Aliens. I think Bishop was doing it. Right? Yeah. 20 years ago, this is from the bartender.
Okay.
20 years ago, the night of the dance, which had been a tradition of 100 years, everyone was there except 7 men, 5 miners, and 2 supervisors waiting for the miners to come up. Anxious to get to the party, the 2 soups, spelled the eat it, left there was an explosion. The 5 men were buried alive while the town continued its party. For 6 weeks they tried to save them. When they finally broke through, 1 man was alive. Harry Wharton then spent a year in sane asylum and broke out on the 1-year anniversary to kill the 2 supervisors. They cut out their hearts, left them in heart-shaped candy boxes. The night of the dance, they found the heart at the dance with a warning to never hold the dance again. Everywhere, every February 14th, he comes back to town, waiting in the shadows for someone to kill. Should they not? Heat is warning. Heat is warning. That wasn't bad, actually.
No, I was about to say, I mean, you just took care of like a lot of my notes. That's the story.
Yeah, that was what the bartender said. Yeah. And the bartender, he's fucking serious about this.
Oh, yeah. No one's listened to the fucking clown, Arnold, I think his name is, or Harold, fucking just brushes him off.
Yeah, they're like, I don't like the bartender.
Yeah. It's like, but he gives us drinks, so we have to be nice to him.
Yeah, if he didn't own the cage, I wouldn't even talk to him, really.
No, but like every time I go up, he tells me the full story.
Yeah, if he was my waiter, I'd probably ask for a different waiter.
Has he ever read it off his iPad after trying to do the voice notes? It's awful.
Yeah, he's... You gotta hate him. I wish Harry Warden would kill him.
Should we have to dance so that Harry Warden comes back just to kill him?
Yeah, and then when Harry Warden comes, we'll just kind of do one of those like point things, like it was him, it was that guy over there, and he'll just be sitting there, unassuming, like, oh fuck, I only came here to make sure this didn't get out of hand.
I was trying to be nice to everybody. Because he's old too, so he's gonna moan.
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically the story. Fucking, there's a miner got caught. He fucking had to eat people, and it was all somebody else's fault, so he killed him. cut their hearts out, blah, blah, blah. And he also said, hey, man, fucking don't put any more dances on. As long as you don't do that, like, we're cool. Like, I won't hurt anybody.
And do you know who the bartender was in relation to all this?
I have no idea.
I put the guy at the bar telling the story as the guy that found him.
Is he?
I don't know. That's what I have.
Did you make that up?
Possible.
Were you drinking during this time as well?
No, I don't think so. Even if I was, I would only had like one.
Yeah. Well, then that's a nice little twist. It's called twist.
So with the lemon twist? That's from Beverly Hills Cop 3.
So yeah, they tell like this bartender keeps fucking regurgitating this story, and everybody's just like, "Shut the fuck up, old man! Like we're good."
God.
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Every
give me
time
the
they
beer.
go to the bar, he's like, "Guys, are you having that Valentine's dance still?" And they're like, "Fuck, Chuck, I don't know." And you're like, Chuck's like, "Well, if you do, let me tell you about Harry Warden." And they're like, "Again?"
No, we got it.
Jesus.
We got it. Don't do it, Chuck, please.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all drinking, blah blah blah. So then Axel and Sarah are sitting at the one of the tables, and Tej is over there fucking stewing over the pinball machine. And Axel's like, "Stop fucking looking over there, Sarah. Stop." She's like, "What? No, I just want to go play a song."
Yeah.
Like
That's good. Yeah.
It just let me go play a song. There's a fucking jukebox, you dick. Like, let me just go do it.
I feel like dancing.
Yeah, it's like it has nothing to do with the fact that my fucking ex-boyfriend that couldn't even make it on the West Coast is over there.
We call it
like,
Siege West Coast.
And Axel's just kind of like, go play a song then.
Yeah, and everybody's like, thank God, you guys are as bad as Chuck.
You guys suck, you know that? And then it's weird because like I see what they're going for, but literally like this set is like Sarah is 5 fucking feet away from Axel and just goes right for Tej. She's just like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
just starts
barely.
talking to
I
him.
mean, they didn't even really try to disguise it.
Yeah,
she's pretty much the worst girlfriend ever.
yeah, I hate Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. You know what Sarah is?
What?
She's a troublemaker.
Yep, old TM Sarah over there. TMS, that's what I call her.
Yep.
I've always called her that.
Tej West Coast.
So then I have a note that says
I put this. She tries to talk to TJ, and he says, "I don't like how things are."
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah. TMS.
Fucker.
Troublemaker Sarah. Troublemaker Sarah.
Troublemaker. Oh, God.
It's like for some reason she introduces herself like that, and she only messes up there. She's like really nice. She's like, "Oh, hi, it's nice to meet you. Oh, John, your name's John. Well, I'm Troublemaker Sarah."
Yeah, I'm Troublemaker Sarah. That's West Coast Teach, and that's Axel. He's my boyfriend. And then you turn around, and there's Chuck the bartender. Like, let me tell you a story.
It's like, "Oh no, you stay away from Chuck. Chuck is
They're
no
like,
good."
Jesus, this Valentine's bus place is fucking weird.
So then I have the lady mayor hasn't went home yet. So Mabel hasn't went home yet. And dude leaves her a gift box, a heart-shaped box. I think that she's still decorating for the dance. Is that correct?
So I'm a little bit lost.
Did I jump ahead again?
Are you at the laundromat then?
Is that where she's at?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm at your laundry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So she hasn't went home yet. She's at the laundromat, and she finds a gift box, another heart-shaped box.
Okay, stop there. I have a whole bunch of stuff in between.
Okay.
She tries to talk to TJ. She doesn't like how things are. It does go to the sheriff and the mayor, and they did find out it was a human heart. And they're like, Henry Warden is supposed to be locked up. Has been for 20 years. But we'll find out if he is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when you find out, okay, this guy's still alive. And they need to find out if he is where he's supposed to be. Yeah. And then Yeah.
Then we have Mabel at the laundromat getting a gift box. Who? A gentleman caller has given Mabel a gift box. Who to who?
Yeah, she's like, I like chocolates.
Yeah, and who doesn't like chocolates? Give me the one with the nuts in them. Mabel likes nuts.
I don't like the you know what? I don't hate a box of chocolates, especially the heart-shaped box of chocolates. However, I never like anything in it.
I like a couple of them.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, the ones I can't stand because I don't like fucking Milk Duds or anything like that. I don't like shit that gets stuck in your teeth.
Me neither.
And that's the problem, too, is that you can get the expensive box. Most of the candies are okay. You get that cheap box, all of it's getting stuck in your teeth no matter what it is, even the peanut butter one. And people need to stop making peanut butter cups. If you're not Reese's, fucking stop. Because every other Reese cup or any other peanut butter cup sucks. So stop doing it. Okay?
I like the other peanut butter cups sometimes.
I don't get them out of my face. So then, yeah, so she fucking starts reading the poem. Do you have this poem?
I do.
Okay, give me the second poem right now in a Mabel voice.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead and so are you.
Gas mask kills her. Well, we don't know. Gas mask comes from behind her. Dun, 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 dun. We're just gonna keep trying to talk and then fucking sing again. So it cuts away from her, and fucking Hollis is the big guy. They split this character up in this movie. There's a big guy, and there's the funny guy. They're not the same guy in this movie.
Which one is the mustache?
Mustache is Hollis. Funny guy is Harold.
Okay.
So yeah, they're cooking food on a radiator of a car for some reason.
Yes, they are.
I don't know why.
Because it's a minor thing to do.
Yeah, they're just like, the other thing too is this is such a small town in Canada. I don't think they have you can't make a Taco Bell run after a night of drinking there.
No, they have a diner and it closed at 8.
Yeah. So they're cooking food on a radiator, and we cut to Axel. There's that point of view shot where you think something's gonna happen, and you see Axel in a car, like they're in a car graveyard. What's it called? Junkyard. And he all of a sudden he pulls out a harmonica.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. I've been practicing the harmonica for a while. And he's wearing, to be racist, he's wearing denim on denim as well.
Yes.
Yes. Canada, just want to throw that out there. But he starts playing harmonica, and he's fucking into it. And then guess what happens?
I put the two guys are dueling harmonicas. Sarah is her name. Axel says TJ is with her. Axel says TJ is with her.
No, he tells TJ, he's like, TJ.
Yeah, he's
like, we're
TJ.
Cool. We're cool, but she's mine, bruh.
Yeah.
TJ's
You went to the West Coast,
yeah.
TJ.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't make it, Axel. I get it. But I had Sarah first. I'm just going to throw it out there. He's like, shut the fuck up, West Coast TJ. She's mine now.
Yeah, and we find out TJ left and didn't even tell anybody when and where he was going. He just left.
He just went to the West
Coast.
Which
is pretty good. Yeah, he was like, the West Coast is calling.
Yeah, which I still don't know what that means or what he was going there for, but...
We don't know. We just know that it did not turn out well.
No. So now he's back in the old VB.
Mm-hmm.
And so they and he's like, if you're going to... is this where he's just like, all right, you must be looking for a fight? Out of nowhere?
I think so.
Okay. And
then Mustache comes over.
Yeah, and he's like, boys, we got radiator food. You guys got harmonicas. We're good. Don't worry about it.
And then TJ's like, you know what, Mustache? I really do like Axel. Yeah. And it's not even his fault.
It's not his fault. I left.
I mean, people call me TJ West Coast since middle school.
Yeah. What else was I supposed to do, Hollis? Have you ever heard the waves crash? Have you ever seen that break with the sand under your fucking feet? Hollis, you haven't.
But we don't even know what the West Coast means in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm thinking it's California, but like it's probably not. It's probably like Winnipeg or Vancouver.
Yeah.
I don't know Canada either. I think Winnipeg.
We don't know geography of Canada.
I think Vancouver is actually the one on the West Coast. Winnipeg is like north of Toronto by Nova Scotia. That's fact. Those are facts.
Okay.
So
I have no idea. So.
So then, yeah. So. Hold on. Now Alexa and it's spelled Axel Alexa. Now, and like the next note I have then is that it's the 13th now.
Yeah.
Okay, 13th. And the mayor is looking for Harry Warden.
Yeah.
But the lady at the records department couldn't find him. Couldn't think of a better name for that place other than the records department. If you happen to know who he was calling, let me know.
He was calling where Harry was supposed to be. The secretary was like, well, there's 3 options.
Mm-hmm.
1, he's dead.
Okay, option 1. Give me option 2.
He's been transferred.
Okay, that's not as bad of an option, but give me 3.
He's being released. Take your pick, is what she said.
Well, I would like him to be dead, I think.
Yeah, but she didn't have any, and she was like, well, I can get the microfiche out.
You made it to episode whatever this is, and you know what a microfiche is now.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if she said that for sure.
No, she said something about, she's like, I can get the mini film.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I just made that up too. So the mayor's like, you know what, Chuck, fuck this shit. Chuck's like, fuck what shit? He's like, we're not having a dance.
Yeah.
We're not having
He's like,
it. Not going to happen.
Call Mabel.
Yeah, call Mabes. He's like, those kids are going to lose their mind.
Tell that idiot to stop putting up Valentine's decorations all over Valentine's Bluffs.
But Mayor, it's what she lives for. You know how long it's been since she's danced?
20 years. 20 damn years.
You be the one to go and tell Mabel she ain't dancing tonight.
I ain't doing it.
But yeah, so they cancel the dance because like they don't know where Harry Warden is because they couldn't pick out of the 3. So
maybe that's what the Garth Brooks song is about.
Oh, do you think the whole Garth Brooks song is about Happy or My Bloody Valentine?
Have to miss the day.
Oh, that song, not Thunder Rolls.
Yeah.
All right, so then I have a note that says Sarah is torn and her friends tell her to calm down. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. I have Sarah tells her friend that she really doesn't like her either boys behaving.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't even want to, the way they are. She doesn't even really want to go to the dance.
They're
But
acting
it sounds
stupid.
like, but by the end of this, it sounds like her friend convinced her. She's like, "But Sarah, it'll be fun." And Sarah's like, "Oh, okay."
Is that when they go into the shop, like they're going to like look for outfits or something?
Yeah. They're like walking down the downtown area of the city. Yeah.
Okay, so then police goes to find Mabel, and he's
Sheriff is at the laundromat to see Mabel. Give her the bad news.
Yeah, and you can hear the
Babes. Babes.
That's my that's my dryer.
Yeah.
He's like, what's in the fucking dryer?
And he starts smelling something, and he's starting to he's looking around for the smell. He's like, what is that?
What if I have something coming into my nose that is registering feelings right now?
It's not good.
And he opens the dryer, and it's like some clothes. It's like, well, that's what is supposed to be in a dryer.
Check.
Clothes.
Checked out.
Check. Well,
call Chuck real quick. Hey, Chuck, first dryer checked out.
Yeah.
Call you back in a second.
Chuck, dance is back on. Back on. First dryer checked out. I'm going to go ahead and hit the second one before I check out here and go get myself a nice... I don't know where I'm going with this.
What do they call that? Canadian tuxedo?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to get
jeans?
my Canadian tuxedo, and see if I can find myself a fancy lady to get a hold of tonight. Maybe even get a kiss on the cheek. It's Valentine's Day here in the Bluffs.
It's been 20 damn years.
Chuck, you tell me after 20 years of dancing in your apartment alone, by yourself, you don't want to go have a little Valentine dance. Sarah's going to be there, and she can't make up her mind. Maybe Chuck can slide in.
But there's a good convincer just down the way, Sarah's friend. He is quite the wordsmith. And if you think anybody doesn't want to go to that dance, I'll just tell you right now, go right to see Sarah Strand. She will convince you.
So let me check the second dryer real quick. I got a hunch that I'll be home in 10 minutes and in the shower in 15. Here we go. Fucking opens the second dryer.
Oh, and all the hearts are upside down.
Oh yeah.
In the place, and there's a lot of hearts. Mabel put up a lot of heart decorations.
Mabel put up a lot of heart decorations, and somebody put a lot of Mabel in the dryer.
Yes, they did.
Are we both just going to talk like that the rest of the time?
And she was not looking too healthy.
No, she was dried to death.
Yes. She was dried to death.
So then they're like, oh no. So they find her in the dryer for a long time on high heat. Axel goes after TJ again.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know Einsteiners at this point. So then police are fucking putting her out. They're like taking her out. They're like, poor Mabel. She never even got to dance. But what happens?
Nope, not for 20 years.
No, but there's something weird about Mabel's body. There's Valentine in there, Brad.
There he is. And the sheriff, he doesn't, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, the sheriff doesn't want to call the other place people in her, this is one of those ones.
Brad
the sheriff
Brad
doesn't want to call the other place people in her tell people what's going on. Okay, so he didn't want to tell anybody that Mabel died because he didn't want to panic the town because he thought that if everybody panicked, basically the town would basically cease to exist. Everybody would leave.
Yep.
And he tells the EMS guys to say she died of a heart attack and pull around back to take her out.
Mm-hmm.
And then a new poem. And it says it happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen thrice.
Oh, I love a movie that uses the word thrice.
Yes.
That's 3. Dude, I seriously can't wait to make a movie with you. So the cop said, fuck it. He was like, you know what? Fuck these kids and fuck this stupid town. We're canceling that goddamn dance. I don't give a shit what they say.
He's like,
how's Sarah supposed to find out which boy she loves, though? He's like, fuck
and he's
Sarah.
He's like, I don't care. We're canceling out of respect for Mabel.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, but Mabel would have wanted us to have the dance.
Yeah, it's like, are you a fucking idiot?
I love how they're maybe we're going southern with it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't.
I mean, I'm just committed to it at this point.
It should be like, hey,
did you even meet?
Cancel the dance for Mabel.
Did you even meet the carpet ripper upper Mabel? She would have loved to have this dance, eh? Oh, come on.
She Valentine's up the Valentines.
Yeah.
You should see the bluffs. There's hearts and cupids and all kinds of shit everywhere. Eh?
You know all kinds of shit everywhere. The one thing there is love in the air tonight, copper.
Yep. Just ask Samantha. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Troublemaker Sarah.
She's
TMS.
fighting guys off with sticks.
Yeah. Out there causing trouble. That's Sarah. Is up to no good, but Sarah would want to have the dance too there, copper. So what happens is that TJ happens to kidnap Sarah, and he takes her to their lovey-dovey spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Sarah, I know I went out there. I know the sand and the surf got in my hair, and maybe I didn't have my priorities straight, but I love you, Sarah. Axel's a stupid name. Come on.
Yeah, she's like, why did he write her car? Oh, why did you write me a card? And he's like, I couldn't. He's like, hey, I couldn't. I fell on my ass out there. It would hurt. It was tough. And I love you, but I want you back and to kiss me. And she does. And she's just like,
like,
oh, okay,
she's like,
Teach.
okay, kiss good. Thanks for kiss, Tej.
And then I have everyone's at the bar again.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But Sarah.
Yeah,
But Sarah's not there.
And Sarah's walking by herself. Did TJ fucking kidnap her and they're not drive her home?
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go, eh?
Yeah. It's like there's some people at the
I
bar.
gotta go
There's
back
a
to the
dance
gate or
tonight.
whatever.
Yeah, he's like, have you heard the story? 20 years. It's crazy, huh?
Sarah, I don't know if you remember this, but I like the pregame.
Yeah.
Bye.
She's just stuck out by the water. Just like, what the fuck?
he sneaks away again. just like he did to the West
Yeah,
Coast.
you better not be going to the West Coast, eh?
I'm not. I'm just going to the bar, eh?
Pre-game.
Bye.
It's nice to be a little bit buzzed before you show up. It makes things easier.
I'm not a good dancer, eh?
But if I get like 3 or 4 Pilsners in me, great dancer. Don't worry, eh?
I plan on doing a shotgun.
You know, you open it and then you drink it, but like fast.
I might even funnel a beer.
Yeah. I don't have anything more for that one. I'm
If
done.
Tons of Mustache brings it. He's like, how did I get involved?
Yeah, like, dude, I've just been cool this whole movie. Like, I have a girl that's way more attractive than I am. So like, just leave me out of this whole thing.
Does.
So yeah, they go to the bar and they're just like, I can't believe the dance is canceled, eh? And they're like, yeah, I know. You're like, what should we do? And they're like, well, we're already drinking, eh? We should have a dance party. They're like, great idea, eh? Like the coppers
And
are never
the bartender's over in the corner, like, I know Mabel didn't have no heart attack, eh? I bet you 2 Molsons and a Tim Hortons gift card.
Timmy
This
Hose.
ends badly.
It's like, and there's one guy like willing to take that bet, like, and Hollis has to sit him back down. He's like, don't take the bet, eh? It's never a good bet. That's 2 Molsons and a Timmy Hose card. We don't do that, okay? We don't do that around VB here.
Nope.
This is so mean.
So the chief finds Sarah, and they want to have a party in the mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, they have they have a party at like the house by the mine. I feel is where that was.
I definitely said this one, and I must have been entertaining myself. I put, now they want to have a party in the mine, and the bartender's like, you fucking can't, dude. And TJ's like, fuck that. And the bartender's like, don't say I didn't fucking warn you, TJ, yellow fuck.
Yellow fuck?
There's no way I meant to put yellow. Oh, I bet you it's you little fuck.
I like yellow fuck better.
I put yellow fuck.
Chief is checking to make sure the mine is safe, so I think the chief checks the mine, and he leaves, and then they all fucking are just like, we're going out there now. But the bartender has enough.
He's got other plans.
Yeah, the bartender has enough time to teach these kids a lesson.
Yeah, he's like, and he's like a Scooby-Doo villain. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'll teach those kids. I'll talk self and shit about it.
Yeah, it's fucking. This is a weird scene because he goes out and he like stuffs like a jumpsuit and like puts a gas mask on it and like rigs it to jump out at the kids to like scare them. And for some reason, he tries it once to see if it works. That should have been enough.
Yeah.
But then he goes back like 6 more fucking times and he laughs harder every time.
Yeah, so many times. Like he's so proud of himself. He's just, this will get him, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Almost got me. Let me try again. And it doesn't make any sense.
He's like, I can taste those Molsons already.
It's like, oh, and then after too many Molsons, all you want is some coffee, and I'm going to get that coffee and not pay anything for it. And then he opens it one last time. The last time the bartender will ever open a locker.
Mm-mm.
Because guess what?
That,
the gas mask comes out and fucking kills him.
Yep.
Dead. So
didn't make a ton of sense, but whatever.
No. So then the youngsters show up and they're like, Oh, empty
and that was
building.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
right?
couple beers. Yeah, we're gonna drink them at the mine.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I never even thought about that. It's perfect because there was one guy that night that had a couple drinks, picked his lady, and went over and said, "Be mine," and like pointed at the ground. Nothing on that one. No laugh.
Pointed at the ground.
They're drinking at the mine. Be mine. Be mine.
Yep, I missed it.
Well,
It's
if
over.
you have to explain it, it's not funny.
I'm sorry. I know. That's my bad. I was reading this other thing that another box of chocolates came for the chief, and it's legit chocolate, and he was like so fucking happy about it.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, oh,
for some reason, yeah, like, I mean, by this time I probably was a little bit buzzed, and I don't remember this part of the movie, but I was expecting something like a razor blade or like something in the chocolates to kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's not really the gas mask like MO. He likes to just stick like pickaxes in you. But so yeah, the youngsters are setting up for the party. Chief gets another Valentine's, but they're just chocolates, so don't worry about it, okay? That's a nice little gesture here in Valentine's Bluff. We give them all the time. Every day is Valentine's Day here in the Bluffs.
It is.
So here's what I was talking about earlier. I am all for a bunch of teenagers going somewhere and doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing and then getting fucking murdered.
Right, but these aren't teenagers.
Well, there's that, and also they just start adding characters here.
They do.
And not that that means anything because, yeah, so Friday the 13th has a random girl on the road that has a banana. That's fine, but, like, these people were part of the group, I took it, and you had not been introduced to them yet.
Right.
There's just two random guys.
Yeah, and it could be some of the other minors that I guess you've seen in the background. I guess, people get invited. This person invites this person and so on and so forth. So I can even forgive that some.
But we get a guy that's dressed like fucking a dude that just went to a My Chemical Romance, and he fucking like is eyeing this girl, and he goes into the kitchen to get a couple hot dogs because they're boiling hot dogs in the kitchen. Doesn't end well for him.
No.
Fucking
Harry gets him.
Yep. I forgot he had a name. Face into the boiling water.
I would imagine that'd be a bad way to go. I did love the look of, I guess, what is the break room of the mine. It's all wood panel, and it has a badass old school like wedge head pinball machine that I want to play.
Mm.
And yeah, that's exactly what happens. By the way, Chief is around. There's 3 dogs eating at a box of chocolates.
Yeah, I have dogs. Dogs are going nuts on another Valentine. This is a fucking party, if you ask me. And then I have the next one, this Sarah. So both guys, Tej and...
I put the Chief finds out from the note that the party is on, but there's no poem this time.
Yeah. So I think the Chief is just like, oh, fuck.
He's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, fuck, eh? This doesn't sound good, eh?
No.
I think people might die, eh?
Who are you talking to? Myself.
Pretty much everybody's dead, Mabel. I'm pretty,
Yeah, who else do you want me to talk to? Bartender, dead. Mabel, dead.
Yeah, where's the mayor?
The mayor's still alive.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's around.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
So then, so Sarah, so I think Tej and Axel's had a little bit too much to drink, and he's getting kind of shitty. He's not happy with this whole situation. And Sarah's like...
Still his left arm, Sarah, a little bit.
Yeah, and Sarah's like, tonight will be the night that I do not make any trouble. You guys can both fuck off. And she kind of walks away, I think. I might have made that last part up.
That's pretty much spot on.
Yep. So then we cut to some randoms necking.
I put Axel hits TJ and they're fighting, but Mustache breaks it up.
Oh, I guess I didn't think that was important enough. But Mustache is the hero of this movie, man.
Yeah, and she tells TJ just to leave her alone. She just doesn't even care anymore.
She's like, you know what? I'll fuck Mustache before I'd fuck you two.
Yeah, she's like, I fucking hate both of you so much. Like, you pretty much ruined my Valentine's Day plus Valentine's dance.
Yeah.
That cancellation party at the Moon Tower.
And I don't want to hear it because you know what's weird is that both of you pull that harmonica out during sex. I'm just going to say it out loud.
Can I tell you something, Teach? I hate harmonicas. Hate harmonicas, eh?
Yeah. Everybody likes harmonicas, eh? Have you ever heard Blues Traveler? They're a good band.
Yeah. She's like, I hate you, Teach.
He's like, you know
and
what?
your West Coast ways.
It is the hook that brings you back. You're right. So then fucking there's a rant. So there's a guy and a girl like fucking going for it. And this is a weird scene too because he's almost there. Like
Super weird.
Yeah, they're petting heavy. And then she's like, you know what'd be great? And like he pulls out a condom, which I liked it. And then she's like, no, you nitty. Like fucking go get beer. And he's just like, okay. And he goes and gets beer.
Yeah, and he opens the fridge. Guess who? Hot dog face.
Hot dog face. Hot dog. The fucked up part is that the reason why he missed hot dog face, because hot dog face is shoved into the fridge. He doesn't see him. It's because he's being fucking greedy. Everybody at this party is being greedy. That bitch said, go get a beer. He pulls out a whole fucking 6-pack.
Yeah, a sixer.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to need all 6 of these.
Yeah. And so at the same time, though, Sarah, no, this is another, the other blonde girl that I forgot was in this movie. She pulls out a boiled human heart out of the fucking hot dogs.
Yes.
But nobody knows what it is, so she just kind of tosses it. It's fucked up. Like, just like, boop. So, and then I'm guessing they still eat the hot dogs.
Yeah, wow. People are hungry.
Yeah. So then the girl is all alone. Oh, the necking girl. The girl that's like, before we have sex, can I have beer? What just happened? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
It was the fucking, you'll hear it in the playback. That was the weirdest fucking sound I've ever heard in my life.
I think it was me covering my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I
didn't notice I did it.
So the water, she's like in the showers, like where they were playing grab ass. And so she's all alone and the water just turns on and they start like dropping all the clothes. And I fucking love this shot because so the clothes are dropping, the water's on. It cuts away, it cuts back to Guy getting beer. Guy getting beer comes in and you don't see what happens to her. You just see him staring at her and the camera kind of pulls back and you just see like water coming down her face and ever so slightly there's like a little bit of blood and it never shows what happened to her. And for some reason I really fucking liked it.
Oh, I love it when it leaves it open-ended like that and it's not just so telling. Because they could have made it like everything else and instead it lets your mind wander.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So then all of a sudden they're like, hey, mustache, we want to go down to the mine. Let's go down to the mine because I'm drunk and that's a good idea. And mustache is like, there's no women in the mine, which I don't know why there wouldn't be women in the mine. I don't know why. Like there was a woman down there in the beginning.
Right.
So then he gives in and he's like, oh, well, I guess, but only for a little bit, and only if we can take this beer, and only if I can smoke, and only if we can go down the mine shaft, and only if you guys wink at me, and only if you guys are super nice to me, and only if we can do it quick. Like
if you call me conductor.
And all of their asses head down to the mine. They're drunk. Now, some people do stay up. But like the main 6, we got Howard, we got Hollis, we got Sarah, we got a convincing girl. They're all going down to the mine because that's what they feel like doing on Valentine's Day when there are people dying.
Right.
And there's another couple I have. I don't know who the couple is, but they decided to veer off because they're fucking idiots.
I didn't have that.
You didn't have that?
No, I didn't have anything about another couple.
He has like red hair and he's like wearing like a vest.
Hold on, let me see if it's maybe I just don't have it yet.
I say, did I skip anything?
I might have just not read anything.
Okay. Well, they go down and the fucking couple goes to the side because hanky panky probably, or as they call it in Canada, hanky panky. That's my Canada hanky panky. So then I have red-haired guy is upset and Axel drops the bomb of people being dead.
Yes.
What does that mean?
He's like, the blonde girl found the guy in the fridge, and the other dude is all like, Sylvia's dead too. Mm-hmm. And then Axel's like, it's Harry Warden, get the fuck out. And Axel and TJ go to get the girl who went down into the mine with.
Oh, so TJ went down in the mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Axel and TJ together.
Oh. Okay. And then the rest of them, doesn't the red-haired dude like go looking for the cops?
I don't have anything about the red-haired guy, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I have Mike and Harriet need to keep it in their pants. I'm guessing that's the couple.
Okay.
And Gas Mask is going around just fucking knocking out lights all metal and shit. He's just like...
Yeah, actually, I like that scene.
I do too. It's fucking, he's smart. Okay, he's not a dum-dum. But they find the police chief and they're like, people are dead. Police chief's like, fucking, like, I'm not even going to help you because, like, we tried.
Yeah, you should have listened.
Yeah, you should have listened, you assholes, but you didn't. So, like, I don't even know what time it is because for some reason we're always at the bar and then always doing something after the bar. So I don't know what time it is. I'm going to go home, though. I think that's what's going to happen here.
I have TJ. TJ finds them and tells them what's going on. Howard is watching the girls. He's the Joker. Hollis goes one way. TJ goes the other. They're looking for Michael and Harriet.
Yeah, but you know what they found?
Fucking Hollis. I know what Hollis found.
A fucking drill bit.
Ooh.
Drill bit shoved in between Michael and Harriet.
Oh yeah.
So what did oh, we haven't got to Hollis yet. After that, what happens to Hollis, Brad? I jumped you, but now you're back in. What does Hollis find?
I don't have it. What happens to him?
He gets fucking ka-ching, 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 fucking nail gun.
Nail gun
to the
that's
head.
Right.
Yep. Fucking mustache goes down. I was pretty sad to see him go down. I didn't mind.
Yeah, one of the better characters. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, Gas Mouse found them all with Hollis being noisy and all is what I wrote. Axel gets them and tries to get them out, and they run into Tej.
Yeah, Axel finds the two girls. They run into TJ, and they try to climb out this huge ladder. But the hopper net gets it in the belly. Is what I have.
Oh yeah, like this is the fucked up part. So they're all like, Howard or Hollis, like, oh yeah, we can't leave Hollis here, and like they keep getting mad because like I think TJ's like, we gotta go, bitch, and they're like, no, but Hollis, and then fucking. When the girl in the red dress gets the fucking axe to the gut, Sarah turns the fuck around and just walks away.
Right.
She's like, I'm good. I'm not worried about it. Which I thought was kind of weird because, I mean, it seemed like she was a really good friend.
Yeah. And all the cops start coming up, and then I have TJ kind of looks like Cody Rhodes is my next.
Yeah.
And TJ has a cut on his head. And it's starting to look like he's like the red herring I have here. Because first TJ or Axel found the two girls, and then they run into TJ, and TJ's alone.
Yeah.
Then he has a cut on his head, and you're like, well, why does he have a cut on his head? And then I have there's the bad guy, and TJ is there. Mine carts, and they jump in.
Yep.
Pickaxe, cards, shovel in a mine cart. What does that mean?
I don't know. Well, I mean, they start kind of fighting, and at this point, when the guy gets in the cart till the end of the movie, he cannot hit fucking anything with this axe. Like, he is fucking terrible. And yeah, I mean, they're chasing. Gas Mask is chasing Tej and the fucking girls up. Well, I guess at this point, just Sarah, and the cops are coming down the rail chute or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
And they end up, like, I think Tej just fucking, like, jumps out. Like, I don't know why they get out of the rail cart.
It didn't make a lot of... Yeah. They just kind of continue the fight. The fight goes on a while.
It goes on a while because then they fight back
and they
down.
wanted to use the abandoned mine, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I guess is where Harry Warden probably was originally Isn't that like where the accident happened?
Yeah, and I mean that's where they found him, and he had to eat people. Which
So
I
I
have a
think
question
that's, I
real
guess,
quick,
why.
right before we have a couple. I mean, we only have a couple more minutes here. I don't know, what would it take for you to look, whether you know him or not, look at another human and decide to eat them, and especially eat them uncooked. Like you're going to grab somebody's arm and take a bite and swallow it. Could you? I mean, I know this is one of those you have to be in the situation type things, but I don't think that.
Am I starving?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that would make me go, I'm going to take a bite out of your arm and like eat it with blood and everything.
You know, it's funny. I've actually been reading The Walking Dead, the comic.
Yeah.
But I've had these huge compendiums for like a couple years. I got at a garage sale, and I'm reading the second one now, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, they're good. I mean, the comics are good.
I had read the first one years ago, and it was one of those things like I didn't know if I'd like this one as much because I'd read the first one years ago, and then I watched the show. I got disinterested in the show and stopped watching it. So I was like, am I gonna know everything that happens? But they come across people that are cannibals in the comic book, and it was a thing that made me like stop and think. And like they were talking about how women were different and children tasted better, and men tasted better than women, and they were tasted like each person had like a different taste of what they liked, and it went into like great detail about like what each person dug, and women like to eat other women, and it was really weird. But in order for me to like first, I don't know.
Because the other thing too, like take humans out of it, it's not like you're ever going to go pick up a steak and just take a bite out of it.
Right.
Like without cooking it. So like on top
well,
of
you would cook it.
Well, yeah, but if you like went to the supermarket and fucking picked up a cold steak, you wouldn't take a bite of it.
Right.
So like on top of that already, then you have to deal with it being an actual human. Of possibly someone you knew. Like it's a weird thought, and like you always hear the stories of people like at their wits' end, like fuck it, I had to eat somebody. But I don't know, even if at that point, if I could, I would just start eating other things like dirt or something. I don't know.
Well, isn't the last podcast we did the dude that was the kid that went to go like meet the older guy from Craigslist or whatever, or
but I mean,
Tumblr or whatever?
Like I feel like there are people that, I mean, that's what does it for them. Like they like eating people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's this weird, you know what? That's a story for a different day. Go on.
Well, wait. All right, so we're almost done. We got you there. And now they're inside one of the, not really abandoned, but there's no one in this little shaft area. And this guy, masked guy, can still not fucking buy a shot. He is swinging this fucking pickaxe everywhere and hitting everything but Tej and fucking Sarah.
Do you know why he's not good?
Why?
Spoiler alert, he's not Harry Warden.
He's not Harry. He's not Harry Warden. It's fucking Axel. That silence is deafening. Everybody's mouth is just, it's, pick it up. Pick up your mouth right now. Pick it up.
Yeah. I'm still surprised.
Yeah. Brad, you guys can't see him. Brad, he can't focus. I think I see a tear coming down his face. He is upset.
Do you know why Axel did it? Because I can tell you.
Why?
Earlier in the movie, they did a little flashback scene that I went through. It was the scene that I had read, the first big paragraph that I tried to, the bartender told a story.
Yeah.
That a year after Harry Warden was found in the mine, he went away to an insane asylum, out, and went and killed the two supervisors that left him and the other miners down there. Mm-hmm. Just so happens.
What happens?
One of those supervisors had a child
with a fucking super awesome name,
like Axel.
Yeah,
he was sitting there and watched his dad get killed by Harry Warden.
That has to fuck you up, right? Kind of almost seeing like a Santa Claus kill somebody.
Oh, the Billy and Axel.
Yeah, we could see a new movie
Billy
franchise.
Rosewood, Axel Foley.
Yeah,
man. No wonder. That's where they got Beverly Hills Cop.
That's where they got it. They're just like, what if the fucking Santa killer and the gas mask got together, but it was like a comedy with a comedian.
Yeah. And Belky from Perfect Strangers.
And fucking the dude from Gremlins.
Who's in it from Gremlins?
Judge Reinhold.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was thinking, I thought you were thinking of somebody else, like naming a different person I hadn't already named.
I mean, I don't know. Was fucking Feldman in it?
No.
So we find out it's Axel. The shaft goes out, and Axel gets kind of stuck inside. This is where it gets loopy for me. I was good this whole movie, and this is where I'm just like the last fucking like minute. So like he kind of TJ walks out and he's like, you don't have to look for Harry. It's Axel. And Sarah's just like, Axel. And the cops like look in and they can't get to him because like the wood came down.
Right.
And so he kind of escapes through the passages. And as he escapes, the weirdest fucking voice comes out of his face. And he's just like, oh, will you be my Bloody Valentine, Sarah?
He's like the Joker all of a sudden.
It's the fucking
and
weirdest thing.
I loved it. I put what a very good ending.
There was just nothing that got me ready for what was about to happen.
Yeah, it's almost like he finally succumbed to his craziness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like,
no, I mean, I'm good with it. I just wasn't ready for it.
And the best part was that then it ends and it has its own fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
The movie does.
Yep.
It's like Valentine's and Valentine Bluff.
Keep going. I want you to make this song up.
Mabel died. It's never enough.
Never enough.
I don't know.
Because it's Valentine in Valentine's Bluffs. We could write that.
Oh, it's already done. It's pretty much done. I mean, you could bring TJ. You could. What rhymes with Axel?
Paxel.
Maxell tapes.
We got Maxell tapes for Axel and West Coast TJ. Like, you can't hear me snap. West Coast TJ. And then, like, Sarah doesn't have a singing part, but she just has that talking part where the music will have a breakdown, and she'd be like, oh, hey, I'm troublemaker Sarah. I don't like any boys.
That's kind of like the Zombies movie or something. Hold on. I got something. So dance, don't worry, it'll be fine. We move the dance to the mind.
Fine! Valentine's in Valentine's Bluff.
You get to talk about hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Condoms.
It's like
6-packs.
Wait, hold on. I almost got this. You went to the baseball game and they won first place. But no time for Diamond Dog, 'cause it's time to boil your face. Oh, it's Valentine's. I mean, that was a stretch. It's fucking winter in Canada. No one's playing baseball, but
Diamond Dog, eh? Anyway,
it's probably like 16 Canadian, eh? Not really a dime.
I absolutely love this movie.
Yes.
And it's super fun. And then the mine scene goes on for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And they always do this. All the slasher movies have this.
And that's what I was
problem.
saying. You can get rid of the fucking people that snuck off, Mike and Harriet. Like, get rid of them. We don't need them. Like, just kill Hollis. We're good with that. Kill Roger. Those are the people that we've seen the whole movie.
Exactly. Like, there was so much that I didn't care about that. Like, once they finally got down there, I'm like, the people that you cared about, it was fine. But, like, there was a lot going there. And it was like, by the time it ended, I was like, okay, I was ready for this to end. But the first 60 or 65 minutes are super fun and totally watchable over and over again.
Yeah, you're not. This doesn't. I mean, it does fall into the tropes. It's a normal. I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into, but it's enjoyable the whole time, and it's not gimmicky. Like, it's not. It's a holiday.
No,
it's a movie about a holiday, but it's not. Like, had they actually dressed him up as like a cherub or something, it might have been goofy. But the fact that they're just like, fuck it, we're doing a coal mining thing in Canada, it works.
And I love all the over the top decorating that they were doing, and it's very 80s, and it's like I loved all that, and I loved that it was Valentine's Bluffs, and I loved that because why else would you have the dance be that important to them? Because it's Valentine's Bluffs, so it all like made sense to some degree.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. I thought it was awesome, and I'd watch it again. Actually, it'll definitely be every year. Actually, I'm probably going to buy it from Stream Factory in this sale.
I say they have a special one, right?
Yeah, I think it's 15 this right now. So I was probably going to.
I've been on a roll lately with the People Under the Stairs and the Burbs. I might go for it.
Dude, People Under the Stairs is $8.
Oh, really? Well, I got
dude.
hosed,
There's so many of them. Yeah, I feel really hosed. Like there's so many of them that I was like, only $8.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Is another thing too where if you spend 50, you get shipping?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll spend 50.
I think that's always what it is.
I mean, that's what it's about. Probably 5 DVDs, 5 or 6.
Well, it just depends what you want. Because like one of the movies I want to get is Slither. I'm a big fan of that movie.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for it, and it's only 15 now.
Oh, okay.
And that's been like 29, I think. So. So, but Creepshow is even down to 24.
And see, that one's rough because I don't have the VHS. I have the DVD of both of them already. But like, this is where I don't make sense because I'm questioning that, and I thoroughly enjoy Creepshow more than Carrie. But I have the Shout Factory Blu-ray of Carrie. I have a DVD, and I have the VHS of all of Carrie. But I'm like, should I buy another Creepshow? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to decide, but it's one thing that I did notice is I don't know what I just bought. I can't remember what it was, but I bought something on Stream Factory, and then when I went to look at the DVD and sell it, it sold for as much as the Stream Factory on eBay.
There's still some DVDs that aren't on Blu-ray.
Print too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You can find them. And I have like 4 Children of the Corns now too. I don't know why.
I'll take one.
I'm a mess. These are good problems to have, though. So.
Yes.
You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, fucking happy Valentine's
Definitely
Day.
Worth the watch.
Why don't you go fucking snuggle up with your main squeeze and watch
a movie, eh?
Watch My Bloody Valentine, eh? Because it's Valentine Bluffs.
Grant and Brad's Ghastly Dab.
This is